Hello everybody, happy Monday. It's 5x5 time again. It's actually one of the last times that 5x5 will come to you this way. You know, life here will continue much as it ever has. You'll still get a weekly update on what's going on in the world of the channel and progress towards the novel and things like that, and you know, what's going on with work and whether or not we've moved house. You know, although at this rate, moving house, you know, it'll be 55 of these tomorrow before I wrap it up, but you'll probably get another 55 at a rate of one a week before we ever get out of this place. Who knows? We've got a plumber problem at the moment. We have plumbing that needs repairing. The landlord is always very good about those things, but he kind of leaves it up to his buddies that he knows, you know, plumbers, electricians, and the plumber buddy that he knows is just a complete and utter waste of space. So, you know, there's that. You know, I'm chewing now. Have you seen how much I've zoned out today? It's just one of those days. What the hell? You know, I got stuff to do. Am I going to do it? Probably get around to it. Sometimes I come into these things with a plan of what I'm going to talk about, and on those occasions, I run out of time. They're the ones where I go, and I have to record it 3 times just to get that much information in. But then other times are like this, when I kind of think, oh, I should probably mention this, and I'll probably forget. I say that now, and I can't remember what it is that I was going to mention. But anyway, and the clock, you know, you look at it, and it goes, you can hear it echoing with, oh, God. Whoa, this one's down, right? Anyway, so, you know, sometimes the problem is how we got into this 5x5 thing. I thought it'd be a good thing to do, you know, 5 minutes a day. But then, you know, as I've said many times, then I have to trim off the ends, and there isn't a really good editing program on my phone. My phone has a really crappy camera, so I have to reverse it and set this thing up so I've got the focus reasonably right, so it's not constantly changing focus settings, which it would be if I was using the selfie cam, which is why I use this, and I have to have a mirror so I can see that you're looking at me. And you know, they always have to have the same thumbnail to keep them sort of in line, and you know, I think, you know, my brother's a designer. I'm not, obviously, but I tend to think making a good show is what it's all about. When you're putting things on YouTube, I tend to think that thumbnails are quite important, just because when I'm browsing YouTube, they get my attention. So it's true to say that, like making video, like writing a story, like just filming even the simplest scene, like cutting audio together, like doing pretty much anything that I do in what should be 2 minutes, I get carried away with thumbnails. For example, this new thing that I'm doing on Night's Arcade, I finally came up with a name for, so it'll be Night Tales, and it'll be, you know, these various things, and it'll be mainly myself and my buddy Eric, just because, again, you know, it just gets too complicated. Once I start getting more people, particularly with my sleep rhythms and things like that, more people than that start coming in. And although I like these people, you know, it gets overcomplicated. And then we're trying to arrange things, you know, these people want to be here. And then, you know, the more people, at the moment we have it set up, you know, he comes in, I set everything up, I invite him into a party chat so I can capture all the chat. And from there, I invite him into the game, and that's just the way we do it. You know, there's none of, you know, he doesn't say to me at any point, well, come into my game, or, you know, well, we do it this way today, or well, you know, maybe just hang on, we'll be there in like an hour. If you can we'll have to arrange it because the time that you play is too late, so we'll have to, you know, we don't do any of that. We just settle right into it, and we're easygoing, and we just blow through it. So yeah, so it's become a series just because it's easy to do and it's fun to film. So you know, it's become a show, but I've come up with a thumbnail for these new ones now. I'll put it on the screen. So this was supposed to be a 2-minute thumbnail. I thought I'll just come up with a simple thumbnail for Night Tales, but they've become this Indiana Jonesian style thing. So, you know, as I said yesterday when I shared this on Facebook and on Twitter, if ever there was a thumbnail that oversold the product, that's it. Because all it is just a compilation of clips from us gaming. Funny ones, I hope, but that's pretty much all it is. Anyway, tomorrow is the last 5x5, so I'll see you then.